How you all doing? Welcome back to my third attempt of trying to make this video. The first attempt I was explaining of what I did in the last video, removing the cylinder heads and the cylinders, and now I want to remove the actual engine so I can get this rolling frame out of the way and concentrate on fixing the engine. Then I went on to say I will have to remove the rear wheel and then disconnect the drive shaft so I can remove the engine. And I did all that. I removed the wheel, removed the final drive. Then when I put all the footage on my laptop, it seems that my laptop is not capable of doing 5K, so I think that must have been in 5K, that footage. So all I got was a load of audio and no video. So anyway, there's all the wheel removed. And then my next problem was, I was thinking that this drive shaft would just pull out and then I could just drop the engine out. But no, apparently somewhere in here there's a pin holding this drive shaft to the engine. So now I've also got to remove the shock absorber and the swing arm to get to the pin. Unless I take all this off. I'm not actually sure if the pin is down here somewhere behind the boot or the pin is inside here. I'm hoping it's not inside there because I probably will have to do something with that, but I'm hoping not to touch it. But anyway, let's get on with removing the shock absorber and then the swing arm. And hopefully we can see where we go from there. So the first job in this video will be removing the shock absorber. Okay, so there's a couple of bolts down underneath. The first one is 19mm. Well, they're both 19mm, so let's crack them undone. So the bolt is 19mm, but the nut on the other side is 17mm. That's that one. And that's that one. Okay, so that's those bolts undone. Now there's another bolt at the top. The nut is 19mm and the bolt is 17mm. That's not going to work. Let's try that. There we go. There we go, that's that one removed. Okay, before I pull any bolts out, let's remove these adjustable gizmo bits. Hopefully that one just pulls through with the rubber. This one, I suppose I want to remove these nuts. This one is just a 17mm. To take the dust cap off as well. Little washer. Push that through there. Let me work this little gizmo out and I'll be back. Okay, I think we've worked it out. I've just pulled the rubber off. It looks like this. The knob will actually fit through that giant hole. Thank God for that. So let's start trying to pull some bolts out. Got this one here for the shock. Okay, so I've just used a bit of wire to swing arm in place so it don't drop down. And we could try and knock this bolt out. That's that one, put it down there. Okay, then we could try the top one. That's that out. There we go. Put that down there with my foggy lens. Okay, there's the other bolt down here. Let's push that through. Pull that through the other side. Okay, so next I'm just going to whip this footrest off so it's out of the way. Okay, so we've taken all this side off as well. Now I'd imagine we've got to undo this locking nut. Get all this out. Now on this side there is a cap covering it with a little screw in there, so I have to get the little screw out, take the cap off. And I imagine it's the same under there. So let's do that. Three Allen key bolts. Okay, this side must be the adjuster pin, and that must be the locking nut, so let's undo the locking nut. That is 24mm, and I reckon it's going to be good and tight. Yes, that is good and tight. There we go. There we go. I think it's all turning. I think the pin's coming out as well. Let's undo the Allen bolts. Yeah, make sure they're in nice and firm. That's that one. That's that one. And that's that one. Spin them three out. free. And it does say something about putting a 10mm bolt into there to pull this off. So let me find a 10mm bolt and I'll be back. Okay, so we found a 10mm bolt. Let's plug that in there. Aha! Interesting. And now what? I'm assuming there's a giant pin behind it what the spring arm swivels on. Let's try some pliers on there and a tap behind. That's working. There we go. Nice and greasy. Right then, could do the same on this side if we get the right key. There we go, this should be the right one. Oh, they're already loose. Well, that one was loose. That one's not. There we go. Pop these three out. That's one. Two. And a jolly good three. Try it with a claw hammer. Hang on, let me get some axle stands and I'll make this a bit easier. Right, so that's a bit better. I should just pull out the same, I'd imagine. Let's get a screwdriver behind it. There we go, that's that side. Bit greasy, but not so much. Oh, and we've got an oil seal from somewhere. And we've got a wheel bearing from somewhere else. Right, what next? Right then, now we've got to undo these two bolts, one there and one underneath. But first, let's just make sure there's no more anchorage to the engine. We've got the earth cable, but that's disconnected. We've got the clutch, so we'll have to remove that. And I'll also remove the gear lever, because if I drop the engine in anyway, that's going to snap this off. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 8mm bolts. One, two, three. Make it a bit easier with the screwdriver attachment. 2, and a jolly good 3. Right, should just pop off. Looks nice in there, doesn't it? Woo! Okay, so there's a 10mm bolt under here and goes down to there. And there is a circlip. So let's undo the 10mm bolt first. And I'm sure you all know you have to remove these completely, because there is a spline on the actual shaft. Get the circlip off. Quite an easy circlip, just stick the screwdriver in it and pull it free. There we go. Don't lose the washer. Should pull off there. Just tap that onto there. Nope, I'm going to have to tap it off from the back. Come on. And there we go. Put the bolt back in there. I think that's the oil pressure switch, so we'll have to remove that. It's okay, it's already removed. Okay, so first I'll remove this bolt, which is a 14mm. Put that on there. Extension bar on there. Let's see if we can shake it to death. Answer to that is no, we can't. With a ratchet. Okay, there's the nut. Now I'm going to have to try and lie the bike down on its belly. Right, let's see if we can knock the bottom bolt through, which is that one there. And then we've got to do the top one. Okay, so that was a bit scary. So now the top one. Try and take the weight again a bit. Ooh. This is scary stuff. Yeah, that's in there pretty tight, so I think I might just try and crack these open. 12 mil. Something moved. Ah, there we go. Wicked. Now we've just got to get the frame away from the engine. That should be fun. So there you go, finally got the engine out. Now we're going to have to start taking it to bits to diagnose why it keeps locking up. But that won't be in this video, so thanks for watching, guys.
I see you in another life, brother.